Right, let's get right into it. This week in football, it was wild. I mean, we've got match summaries coming out of our ears, tactical breakdowns from like every YouTube channel you can think of, and of course a whole heap of controversy.
Yeah, we've got it all. La Liga, Premier League, even a big debut over in the Mexican League. Should be a fun deep dive.
I think so. Okay, first things first. Real Madrid just steamrolled Las Palmas 4-1. That win puts them right at the top of La Liga.
It does. And it was. I mean, come on. It was the Mbappé show.
Oh, yeah. 2 goals, an assist, 1 a penalty. I was checking out Mundo Maldini, and the commentators were just, I don't even know if they had any more words for him.
Right. 3 games in a row now where he's been absolutely dominant. But what I'm finding really interesting is he's starting to step up as a leader.
Oh, yeah? How so?
Well, early in the second half, there was this free kick, Real Madrid in a prime scoring position. Mbappé's standing over it, right? Easy for him to just take it himself, but he doesn't. Nope. He gestures for Rodrigo to take it, knows that Rodrigo's confidence is growing. That's a leader right there, seeing the bigger picture.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And those goals, you got to see him. His first one, that was just, it was like a rocket, just pure power.
Keeper didn't stand a chance.
And then you've got Rodrigo out on that left wing.
Uh-huh.
So smooth. He seems so comfortable there. He had a hand in setting up at least a couple of those goals, which, I don't know, makes you wonder.
Makes you wonder what happens when Vinicius Jr. is back, right?
Right? I mean, they're different players, different styles.
Yeah. Will Ancelotti even keep Rodrigo there? Will they even play together? It's going to be fascinating.
Definitely going to be interesting to see what happens there. But even in a big win like that, you know, there's always going to be a little bit of drama.
Oh, for sure. Always some drama.
Those 2 disallowed goals. Oh, man, those margins were so tight. I was watching the replays. Even in slow-mo, it was so hard to tell. Commentators are going back and forth. Fans in the stadium are going crazy.
It was a tough one to call.
I know.
And even Ancelotti, right? Even after a huge win, he admitted the defense wasn't perfect. He even said something like, we can't have these lapses against stronger teams. Makes you think, can they keep this up against a team that's really going to challenge them?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to a match that was... well, it was definitely more frustrating than thrilling.
Oh, yeah.
Barcelona. They only managed a 1-1 draw against Getafe.
Oh, that's rough, especially for Barca fans. Yeah, it was clear Getafe had a plan coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Park the bus, frustrate Barcelona, make it impossible for them to score.
Some commentators were even calling it anti-football.
Right. Like, is that just smart tactics, or is it taking all the fun out of the game? What do you think?
Well, watching the highlights, it was hard to get too excited.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Barcelona just couldn't seem to find a rhythm.
Nope.
And then, of course, that penalty shot for Koundé.
Oh, yeah, that was a close one.
Right on the edge of the box. Could have gone either way.
Completely. Commentators, fans, everyone was going crazy.
Absolutely everyone. It feels like the refereeing in La Liga this week has been a bit, well, let's say inconsistent.
It has, yeah.
And this match, it felt like it was really close to boiling over.
I bet. Even beyond that penalty, there were a few other calls that had people scratching their heads.
Totally. And it all just adds to this feeling that Barcelona are, I don't know, they just seem to be struggling and the fans are getting frustrated.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And then it got even worse.
Worse. What happened?
Those racist insults directed at Alejandro Balde.
Oh, no. That's awful.
Just appalling. There's no excuse for that.
None at all.
And then you've got some of Gavi's behavior,
Yeah.
arguing with the ref, getting right up in the faces of the Getafe players. Not a good look for him.
No, not at all.
It's tough because for all the beauty and passion of football,
Yeah.
it feels like there's still this dark side that we have to deal with.
There is, and we have to face it head on.
What happened to Balde? It's just unacceptable.
It is, and it shows that we need to get serious about tackling racism in the sport.
We do. And it's more than just punishments.
It is, yeah.
It's about changing the entire culture, calling it out whenever we see it.
You can't just sweep it under the rug and pretend it's not happening.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's switch gears a bit.
Okay, what are we looking at now?
A match that was just pure attacking brilliance. Manchester City absolutely demolished Ipswich Town 6-0.
Oh, 6-0.
6-0. And with key players back, like De Bruyne.
De Bruyne, it's so good to see him back out there.
Oh, he was like a maestro out there, orchestrating everything. And Guardiola's tactics, I mean, brilliant.
You got to give Guardiola credit. He's a genius.
He completely outmaneuvered Ipswich. I was watching Mundo Maldini's analysis, and they did this breakdown of how City exploited the gaps in midfield.
That's always so fun to watch.
It was like watching a chess match unfold.
And obviously Haaland got his goal. His scoring record is just ridiculous.
It is.
But this win, it wasn't just about him.
No.
No. Foden, De Bruyne, they were all playing at their best.
It was a joy to watch, even as a neutral.
Absolutely. 6 goals, just ruthless.
But here's the crazy thing. Mundo Maldini pointed out that even with a win like this, City are still probably going to finish second to Liverpool.
Wow, that's wild.
I know. That's how competitive the Premier League is right now.
It's amazing. Every single point matters. Every goal could make the difference.
It's true. That level of competition, that's what keeps things interesting, even when one team seems completely dominant.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Exactly. Speaking of individual brilliance, though, we can't forget about James Rodriguez's debut for Lyon down in the Mexican League.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He finally made his debut.
He came on in the second half. They were losing 1-0. But you could just feel the energy shift in the stadium.
I bet. All eyes on James.
Right away, they give him the captain's armband.
Wow. That says a lot.
It really does. The coach obviously believes in him, and after his struggles in the Liga, it feels like he needed this.
Fresh start, yeah.
A fresh start, exactly. And he had some moments of brilliance, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Won a penalty, created some really dangerous chances. His passing was still pinpoint. The commentators were comparing it to his prime years back in Europe.
Really? That's great to hear.
It was. It was really exciting to see.
The Mexican League, the style of play there, it might actually be the perfect place for him.
Oh, how so?
Well, it's not as high pressure as La Liga,
Sure.
and it's maybe a bit more tactical, which could play to his strengths.
That's a good point.
It'll be really interesting to see how he does there, whether he can become a real force in this new league.
I mean, could this be like the start of a whole James Rodriguez comeback? We see players do it before, go to a new league, and suddenly they're back on top.
It's possible, for sure. The talent is there, and now he's in a system that could really work for him.
Yeah. We'll have to see if he can keep it up, find that consistency.
Exactly.
But it's crazy when you look back at this week, just how fast things change in football.
Oh, tell me about it.
Real Madrid, they're looking unstoppable right now. Barcelona, they've got some real questions to answer. And then you've got someone like James Rodriguez trying to start a whole new chapter in his career.
It's a good reminder that momentum, it's everything in this sport. 1 minute you're at the top, and the next you're fighting just to stay in the game.
It's true. And for the fans, that's what makes it so exciting. You just never know what's going to happen next.
Never a dull moment.
That's for sure. So, for everyone listening, I think the big takeaway here is you got to embrace the chaos.
Embrace the chaos. I like that.
Enjoy the tactical battles, the moments of brilliance, the drama, even the controversies.
All part of the beautiful game.
Exactly. And honestly, I'd encourage everyone to go a little deeper, check out some of those YouTube channels we mentioned.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Get those different perspectives. It really adds a whole other level to how you see the game.
Totally agree. Dive into the commentary, the debates, the tactical breakdowns. It's all part of the fun.
Absolutely. It's how you become a true fan.
Exactly. And hey, if you're listening to this, you might not be subscribed to the channel yet.
What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future deep dives. And of course, share this with your friends. You want to talk about all this with them.
Hola, si estás escuchando esto, posiblemente no estés suscrito al canal. Activar la campanita para que os avisen cuando hay un nuevo relato y compartir con la gente que queréis. Os lo agradezco de corazón.